Now this is why we say don't try what we do at home, because you're going to end up with something like this. But look at it this way. In the near future, you're going to get a free video on how to plastic weld and paint cracked Honda fenders. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell if you want to catch that video. Now, since I decided to go with a vintage Evel Knievel red, white, and blue striped theme here, I grabbed some blue pinstriping, some red pinstriping, and some really fine black pinstriping. And I decided to try my hand at making some stripes for the fenders by hand. This double 1/8 inch black pinstripe should make a pretty slick looking outline around the blue and red graphics. We'll see how it looks when it's finished. And I really didn't care for the double black pinstripe, so we'll just peel one of them off and make it a single. Heck yeah! I think that turned out pretty nice, being this is the first time I tried that by hand. Now let's move on to the rest of the bike. But first, hey, if you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe to the channel and be sure to click the notification bell so you'll know when I post new videos. Or follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or my website, bigfootbikesandbrews.com, for some exclusive sneak peeks of what I'm working on for future videos. I'm busy restoring a bunch of vintage bikes as well as working on some sweet custom builds that I want to share with you. I'm going to try to get a new video out the door early in the morning every week, so be sure to click that notification bell and have your phone ready in the morning, so you'll have something to do while you poop. Now that we got the stripes done on the front fender, things are really coming together how I kind of envisioned it in my head, but I really got to do something about those side panels. I took a little red, blue, and black vinyl and some masking tape here and kind of sketched out a rough draft on the bike of what I want to draw on the computer for the graphics. Of course that's Windows 7. Come at me, bro. Now what I'm doing here is I'm drawing out the stripes and the lettering, and once I get the graphics done, we'll be sending it off to the vinyl cutter to work its magic. Oh, I can feel it. This is going to look cool. Now this vinyl cutter is my favorite toy in my arsenal. I mean, as a little kid, I've always been just infatuated with stickers and stripes and chrome and stuff like that. And now I can make my own decals and stickers at will. Now that the vinyl cutter has worked its magic, I have to hand weed out everything with the razor blade, and then I will layer the black, red, and blue together. Now when I first got this thing, I didn't know the correct process on how to layer multiple layers of vinyl together, so I was just kind of guessing on how to do it. And I, of course, as always, I guessed wrong. So I'm sure there's some people out there who work for sign shops or who own a Cricut who are probably thinking, what in the heck is this guy doing? Don't worry, I figured it out. I'll do it right in future videos. Rad. Let's go out to the garage and put these bad boys on the bike. Now, since this is the first time I've ever tried this, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but everything seemed to work out okay. I just put the vinyl on dry and used a squeegee to affix it to the side panel. Now, I've also been reading you can apply these wet using a little soapy water or Windex. I'll have to try that in the future. I love it when a plan comes together. Now that the graphics are done, I'm going to shift gears and remedy a few problems that we had with the initial design. Number one being the rigid wide foot pegs that came on the original Honda ATC 3-wheeler. Those things were downright dangerous to ride. So what I'm doing here is cutting up a little steel, and I'm making some new bracketry for some real dirt bike spring-loaded foot pegs. Yeah, that should work nice. Now I just need to chop off the original foot pegs. My shins will thank me. Much better, much safer, and much better looking. Now the final step is to make an actual real deal kickstand. Whoop! I set the bench on fire. Okay, what I was saying was, the last step here, it's still on fire. Okay, what I was saying was, the last step is to make an actual real kickstand for this thing. Since there's nothing I could find that was the right length that would work, we have to build this thing from scratch. Now, I promised a few videos back that I was going to learn to weld someday. It hasn't happened yet. Hey, look at that. It actually works. Now it's time to take it off and put some paint on it so we can take this thing for a ride. I'd like to thank everybody who stayed tuned over the last handful of videos and watched this beauty come together. Rob, button up your shirt. God. Anyway, like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed building the bike. And just one last reminder, it would really help me out since my channel is only a few weeks old if you could share my videos on your social media, any websites that you're on, or forward my videos on to your friends. The more eyes we get on this stuff, the more I'll be able to build for you in the future. And so going forward, I just want to ask you, what type of videos would you like me to make for you? Do you want more detail and longer videos showing what I'm building? Or do you like these produced music, voiceover things that I've been doing here? Or I guess, would you prefer me live talking into the camera more? I'll do whatever you guys want. As for the three-wheeler conversion, the thing turned out fantastic. It rides as good as it looks. I mean, it'll go through rivers, it'll climb like a son of a gun. It goes through snow. I couldn't be more happy with the performance of the thing, especially for being home built. I'm going to be posting a follow-up video. Whoop, I got airborne. Anyway, I'm going to be posting a follow-up video here in the next few weeks with some more glamour shots and detail video of the bike, and maybe do a little camping and riding videos. But for next week, we're going to start in on this guy. This is a 1986 Honda Fat Cat that we're going to restore using some very simple techniques that anybody just starting out with bike mechanics and restoration should be able to pull off with no problem in their garage. Oh, look at that beauty. So, if you have a little spray paint and masking tape and newspaper and an old bike in your garage, be sure to subscribe and tune in next week. You might learn a few tricks that get you started on your hobby.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Thanks again, everybody. I really enjoyed talking with the handful of people who have left comments on the prior videos, and I hope to hear more from you soon. See you next week.